Let's look at final exam question number 55 in Physics Demystified, second edition. If you have the printed book, you'll find it on page 525. The number of moles of atoms or molecules per meter cubed. Moles per meter cubed. Tells us what? Remember that 1 mole is a quantity like a dozen. It's a dimensionless quantity like a dozen or 100, or it's simply a quantity that happens to be equal to approximately 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power. So a whole lot of particles. I've drawn here a imaginary cube that measures a meter by a meter by a meter, so its volume is a cubic meter. We might have a certain number of moles of little red particles in there, an awful lot more than I've drawn, but a whole lot of particles. If we can count up the number of particles in moles and then divide by the number of cubic meters, in other words moles per cubic meter, we get what? Mass density? No. Weight density? No. It's very simple, really. We're counting up the number of particles per unit volume. So it is the particle density. That's choice C. Mass density? No, that tells us how much mass it has per unit volume. Weight density, well, that tells us how much it weighs per unit volume. Weight is a function of mass and also how much gravitation there is. But the particles themselves might have different mass, so that could affect, we could have the same particle density but different mass or weight densities. Nuclear density, there really isn't any such term. Chemical density, there isn't any such term as that either. C is the correct answer. It's just the number of particles per unit volume. Particle density.